You are dealing in people's lives. So it's actually very important that we have the correct knowledge, the correct skills to be able to make an impact. I'm Yek. I'm 70 years old, retired. But that's not where my story ends. What really defines me today is my passion for helping others. Now, even in retirement, that's what gives me purpose. Knowing that I can still make a difference in somebody's life. I've always tried to help people, but honestly, it was more instinct and skill during those times and early times I tried to help. I used to be actually a very assertive, overly assertive kind of person, and then I did not have the skills, I did not have the knowledge. Sometimes I got it right, sometimes not so much, and it was a bit of a hit and miss kind of thing, but mostly miss because the intention is good, but I did not have the skills. I remember my early days, and it's very disappointing when things don't work out, That's when I decided to take up para-counselling basic, and then advanced, and then move on to motivational interviewing, and other short courses. Yeah. During the courses, something began to change. I began to realize that helping others isn't just about having good heart, just having good intention. It's about having the right approach. Now, one lesson that really stayed with me was learning how to listen. Active listening, that one helped me a lot. Not just hearing words, but really understanding what's behind the words. Para-counselling and MI, motivational interviewing, taught me that. That simple shift changed a lot of things for me. In fact, changed everything for me. What really stuck with me is change talk. How to change the people when they are in sustained mood, to change it, to motivate them to actually bring out for themselves, to say for themselves what they needed to change. And we just, motivate them and just guide them along. Now, I consider myself a good listener. I lost that savior instinct. Last time it was, I want to save the world. My writing reflex was very strong. Now I don't have that already. I still want to help, but I don't try to solve. I just guide them to the solutions. Because from practicing MI, I realized that the best solutions should come from my clients. I'm working with ex-addicts, ex-offenders, and this demographic of people, they don't like to be told what to do. So if I can get them to say what is good for them, what they want to do, is very, very more helpful than if I tell them. Now when I help someone, I take my time. I ask questions. I guide. Instead of, like I said, trying to fix everything. And the connections I make with people now, they are more deeper, more meaningful, because it's now a two-way communication thing. I'm doing voluntary work, mostly in peer support, befriending, anti-drug advocacy. I'm also an ex-offender or a desister, we call it a desister. So my lived experience, and now that I'm not working, I feel it's a good time to try to share my story with others and perhaps motivate others. I don't see it as work actually, it's service, because now all the things I'm doing are voluntary. Some agencies may give me an honorarium, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is my passion for helping others. I had a very chaotic life, and from chaos to clarity is something that I truly treasure, I truly cherish. And if I can, help somebody not to, go through so much chaos, if I can help someone to find clarity, why not? Going forwards, I'm actually planning to take up a higher diploma, perhaps in, social service or psychotherapy or what, something that helps me in my line of service. I'm glad that the support from Blended Concept is exceptional. Every time there's a webinar, every time there's a course, I get notified. If I have the time, it suits what I need, I'll definitely come, and practice circle is monthly. And that is one thing that is actually very useful for practitioners and for even students who are just beginning. They can pick up, during the discourse in the practice circle discussions. Newcomers can learn, and oldcomers can practice and seek clarification from the trainers and from others. It's a good thing. My message to anyone who thinks it's too late to learn or to start, it's not. I'm 70. You're never too old, and it's never too late to start learning. If I can do it, after everything that I've been through, so can whoever wants to learn. Because why? Life never stops teaching, and neither should we.